You are the yin to my yang.
Hey guys, welcome to Liz's Hustle and Heart podcast, where we blend business strategies with practical life management advice. I'm Liz Rodriguez, entrepreneur, founder, and CEO of the Family Medical Group, wife, mom, and life enthusiast. In each episode, we're going to be diving into topics ranging from business, development, and achieving balance and fulfillment in life. Today, I'm thrilled to be joined by Jannelle Ramirez, our brilliant COO of FMG, on our very first episode. Welcome, Janelle.
First of all, thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited to be your first guest.
Yes.
Yay. A little bit about me. I've known Liz for almost 20 plus years. Mm-hmm. It's been a long time. I met her when I was like 16 maybe.
Oof, yeah.
So it's been a long journey of getting close and really growing together. So how I got into FMG was I got married about 6 years ago. And at the time I was studying for my boards. I was in school for physician assistant and I had just graduated and I was studying for my boards. I was having a kind of a tough time. Like today, I was very anxious. And I would get like the test anxiety, and Randy, my husband, was like, enough. We bought our house like a couple of weeks before the wedding and it came fully furnished. So when Liz came to the house, she was like, oh, okay. Clearly, I don't need to buy you guys a gift for the house. Randy, like, what is something that you would like? Like, what can I do for your wedding gift? And, like, he just blurted out, get Janelle a job, please.
I remember.
And that was how it all started. So 2 weeks after that, Liz was very kind in offering me a, like, entry-level position. I started, like, as front desk in the Kendall location with the first baby. And I, little by little, started taking on more responsibilities, going from position to position. I went from front desk to medical assistant to chiropractic assistant. And a couple months in was when we opened the Homestead location, which is when I got the opportunity to manage that location.
Correct.
And you know, as time went by, more responsibilities, you know, we were sharing, we shared vision together, and you offered me a wonderful partnership with the Gables location, and I jumped on it.
Yes.
And here we are today. So
really
thank you
inspiring.
for the best wedding gift of my life.
You're welcome. It's such an inspiring story because you've paved the way for so many people in FMG. So now everyone's like, I want to do what Janelle did. And I don't know how you even accepted that entry-level position because it was a little tough. I think you did everything, including janitorial things.
Oh, yes. Yes.
You did. I'm so proud of you. And I'm so honored to be here with you today and as a partner. So I know we have so many more memories to make.
I'm so excited. We have... The world is in front of us. The world is like the oyster. What is that phrase? Like the world is your oyster.
Yes.
So I'm so excited. And our vision just keeps getting bigger and bigger, which is beautiful.
Yeah.
We have so many things that we want to achieve with FMG and personally and do it together, which is what's even more beautiful. So I'm excited.
Correct. And now you actually have Hollywood as well.
I do. We got Hollywood in November, so
yeah, I'm really proud. Amazing. And you're such a great leader. And being my CEO must not be easy. So tell me a few challenges that you have.
We see little things that come up that we realize, okay, we got to fix this process, streamline this process, that we're very strategic with how we do things. And it's been, identifying those things that we have to, okay, let's tweak this a little bit here, and also what's really important with what we do is making sure that our vision, although it's like a big vision, is allowing our team to see their piece in our vision, like to see their vision in our vision.
Making them feel part of it.
Yes.
Like they're contributing.
Exactly.
Most definitely makes them work a little bit harder. Yeah. And Janelle, thank you for that. This is why I made you a leader. You're just such a hard worker. You always took on every challenge with a smile on your face. You were always so optimistic. And the synergy that you and I had together with the vision that we had for FMG was always there from inception. So I love that. What would you say are some business strategies on how to define your business plan?
Well, in order for you to be able to know where you're going, you gotta, look at the GPS, plug it in, and it'll tell you where to go, right? So, business plan, it helps you organize. It helps you know, like, what challenges you may have ahead. What are your expectations? You can even put in there, like, what your financial expectations are going to be. And it's a roadmap to what you want your business to be like. So
helps you define your goals.
It helps you define your goals.
And stay on task.
Correct.
Okay. What would you say are some struggles that you have creating this business plan?
Oh, Lord. In order for us to really grow, we need to have the right team in place. So what are we looking for in terms of, like, what are our expectations for our employees? We are family medical group, so we do expect everyone that comes into the door to feel like family. So you're going to need to have staff that are compassionate, empathetic, really care. Then we also, we are looking to grow and expand. So we need hustlers just like us. We need little mini us in order for us to continue growing.
That's cute.
We are on the hustle and heart, and we need people with hustle and heart, you know? We also, as we start expanding, we also are bringing in other specialties, right?
Right.
So these are things that we sit here, we plan them out, we figure out, okay, what do we want to do? For instance, we're going to be doing soon immigration, right? What is the plan that we need to be able to make it go to its full potential, right? So we have to find out, like, what are the specific things that we need to do? Who do we need to make it grow? We need attorneys, we need doctors, we need so forth. What immunizations do we need?
Vision, mission, and statement.
The vision.
Yeah.
There you go. That's exactly it.
I have a list here of questions that we've actually compiled from just questions that we get all the time as to how we do what we do. So one of the first questions I get is, how can entrepreneurs better manage their time to ensure productivity? I feel that I'm a planner. I think everyone should have a planner, both manually on your cell phone. Yep. What are some other ideas that you would recommend?
Getting clear with your goals, right? And delegating to the right people. And then what we use Asana, which is a great productivity tool that it helps you put in a timeline, right? And you can plug everything in. It's like a digital digital planner. Mm-hmm. That's really great as well. But making sure that you have, like, really clear, concise goals. And so you can know, like, okay, if I need this done, it's going to take me X, Y, and Z amount of time. So you know exactly how to delegate or plan for it appropriately.
I like that. I also feel that one of my top things to do is get your 3 most important tasks for the day.
Tasks.
Yes. Because I just feel like if you accomplish those at least 3 things, you have done a lot. Everything else is just miscellaneous, which things come up that are not on your to-do list, which freak us out, both of us.
The fires.
Yes, the fires that you have to turn off. But as long as you accomplish those 3 big tasks that are most important to your business and really define, is it going to help me scale? Then it's important. And go off by that. And when you accomplish that, you actually give yourself a pat on the back.
100%. You're productive for the day.
It makes you feel so accomplished just getting those 3 in, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I love it. It's like making your bed.
Yeah, for sure. The first win of the day.
What else can you tell me that you use as an organizational tool or any other methods that you use? What do you tell your leaders, our leaders, on how they can just better perform?
Well, very similar to what you said. If there is something that moves the needle, work on at least 3 things that will move the needle forward, and it's like you mentioned, the day happens, somebody calls out sick, something happens that they have to cover multiple positions, an issue with, inventory, it happens, that those are the nuances of every business. But as long as you are very clear in what you have to do, create your 3 critical tasks. Thank you, Andrew Fusella.
I love him.
Me too.
I love him. And his cursing.
Me too. those are real things that can help them move forward. And then obviously, we have either Asana or something that we get all our managers, we get them a planner so that they can make sure that they write down.
Old school way.
If you don't write it down, then you don't have a really vision of what's going to happen, and you forget,
Correct.
with so many things that happen, one thing comes up, and if you didn't jot it down, what I tell them, you didn't see me write it down, you never told me.
If you didn't write it down, it didn't happen. It didn't happen. Yeah.
So it's just, making sure that you're jotting things down so you can do your little checklist.
Yeah. Agreed. And also try your best to delegate and outsource, because knowing that you can't do it all is a big thing. I just learned that probably like last year. You know this.
I'm still learning it.
Oh, okay. It's going to be a while. And knowing when to use your people, and knowing that you will win, you will succeed, but it takes a team.
It takes a team. It definitely does. And it's, you have to build your team, and you have to make sure that they feel the trust. It's not like handing something over and giving it to them and constantly micromanage them, because then they're going to feel like, why did you give it to me if you don't really trust me with it? It's making sure that you prepare them, you train them properly. Yeah. Training is key,
Very much.
And it's not just like one time it's done. No. I think there's a saying that says, in order for somebody to say like, oh yeah, I remember, you got to say it like 7 times.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, we've gone over this a few times.
Training is key, and making sure that you're every couple months doing a refresher trainings, even on the basics, the fundamentals. Because the fundamentals is what's going to keep you consistent moving forward, right?
I like that. I like that a lot. And I think another misconception people have is multitasking, and that is not good. It's not good. You don't give everything 100%. So somewhere you're going to lack. So multitasking, that's one of the first things when people say I can do it, I kind of look at them and frown, like that's not a good thing.
Yeah.
I don't know why you're telling me that.
Yeah, I agree with you.
You're bound to miss something or mess up something, or an error might occur. So I'd rather you just focus on one task at hand and move forward from there.
Exactly.
Agreed?
It's not doing multiple tasks at the same time. You might have multiple tasks that you have to do, but making sure that you focus one at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree with you. Multitasking is not a thing.
No, that used to be a thing when you used to interview. I'm a multitasker. I'm like,
people used to say it all the time.
How dare you now?
Yeah, no. Now I'm like, it's impossible.
Yeah.
You can't focus on be on the phone, talk to somebody, type something at the same time. You're bound to miss something. So focus at one thing at a time. You can have multiple tasks, but focus one at a time.
So for my next question that I get asked a lot is, how important is it for businesses to have a strong digital presence? And what are the first steps in building one?
Oh, girl, I like this question.
I know. We love this marketing.
Yes. What's super important, make sure we have a great website, work on our search engine optimization. And another thing that we're really proud of, we have a great presence on like our Googles, like our Google and Yelp reviews. Especially like those Google reviews, because those come from the community, right? So if people go online and they see like, oh, wow, they have, 350 5-star reviews, they know that those came from customers and patients just like them. And it creates like that community presence for you, which is great. And we build on that.
Yes. And definitely hiring a team like Marketing Click.
Yes. Thank you, Marketing Click.
Yeah. They definitely will help you, guide you the right way. And do you think it's important to be relevant?
Oh, 100%. You have to be, especially now as we're getting more like in technology. It's not just, brick and mortar anymore. Like you have to create that presence to be able to bring on like online, like through Instagram and Facebook. You have to, and people spend all their time on their phones these days. So if you're not like somewhere in there, like how relevant really are you?
Yeah, you definitely have to stand out in your field because the competition is insane. Yes. Having a clear vision as to what you want, doing a lot of branding is really important, something that people still in the stage do not get. Okay.
Yeah, the times are changing. We got to keep up with the times.
Okay. What do you think are some challenges for you or for the company or for any entrepreneur? What are some challenges that you can face while trying to navigate marketing?
Oh, that's a tough one, Liz.
I'm not sure where it came from.
Challenges. So making sure that you have a good team together to help you with these things, because we have an experience that we kind of dealt with when it came to like our website.
Right.
Once upon a time, not having like the proper setup in the website caused us to get into some trouble. With
boy.
you remember that, right?
Yeah,
with the handicap,
the ADA compliance.
The ADA compliance.
Yeah.
So making sure that we have a good team on board that helps us and guides us on things, because I'm not a marketer. You know, you're not a marketer. These are things that we don't know. We're like, put up the website, you know.
Yeah. Looks cute.
These are things that we learn along the way, you know. So those are like little hiccups that we've had to deal with, you know. But we've grown, we've learned. Now we make sure that that's always on there. And then, you know, search engine optimization is key. Pay-per-click.
And now it's all about reels and TikTok and podcasts.
Which, you know, our staff enjoy those reels.
Yeah.
Some of them. Yeah.
Some of them I'm not one.
And they have fun with it. You know, it's also, you know, it makes you more relatable with the market that you're trying to meet. Yeah. You know, we're not just like
people behind FMG. They can compare themselves to you and say, hey, they go through that, or they're funny.
They're funny. Yeah. Like, oh, I see now the family, you know, like the family medical group. Now I see where they got the family from. And they can see, you know, the chemistry with the team members, and that they really actually enjoyed to work there. You know?
They enjoy and they love the patients.
You know,
patients love us back.
They love us. You know, they bring us like treats and foods and gifts.
Yeah. I wish they could bring like fruits and water, but
yeah, I know. There's pastelitos and cafe.
Yeah. Croquetas all day. So on to my next question, which is, a lot of people ask, how do we provide so many services? We initially started off as primary care, and now we've developed into a multi-specialty. How do we take on the task of opening up new services? Me, for one, I like to break them up in sections. I like to take a big project and just narrow them down as to the harder task, what needs to be done. What do you suggest, and what do you tell what can you tell our listeners?
Well, they have to listen to their clients' or patients' needs, right? You know, as we're growing, right, and we get more patients coming in. One of the reasons why we've like expanded into, let's say, like mental health and expanded into physical therapy is like we're listening to the needs of our patients. You know, they say like, you don't offer that here, I have to go somewhere else. And we were trying to eliminate that. Like, you know what, let's do what we can to make our patients happy, you know? And at the end of the day, it's going to benefit us anyways, right? So listen to the market, listen to what's going on. Stay relevant, you know? And then, you know, we also are, you know, we do a lot of personal injury as well. So we listen to what, you know, the attorneys would like to have as well. So, which is why we expanded into the family pain and spine. Sorry, I said that backwards. Family
Spine and Pain Institute. And even in the mental health now, it could be used in the personal injury side as well, because we are 50-50 personal injury. We do primary care. So the mental health is actually one of the components in personal injury. They can suffer from PTSD, anxiety, post car accident. So this is something that can serve in both departments, both medical and the personal injury. Now we're getting into the physical therapy. So I'm really excited about all of that. What would you tell the listeners, though, is how do we navigate on opening up these new departments? Because a lot of centers do have a hard time navigating and just making sure that it actually is a successful department.
We really got to do our homework.
Yeah.
Right? It's not just going in blind. We really have to do our homework, speak to others. You know, what's beautiful about our business, like even though we're at competition, we're not, you know, we can all do it together. So we do have, you know, what people would say are rivals or competitors.
Yeah.
We reach out to them and we, you know, thank God that we have them, because we can lean on each other. Just like we are very successful with some things that they might not be, we reach out to them on things that we need help with.
Most definitely. I love to say that we don't have competitors. I always tell that to people. We collaborate. we join forces and you become a unit. So in personal injury is a really tight unit.
It is. And I feel too, we are based out of Miami, right? And we're like almost to the point that we have done what we could here as far as like, growing in different areas of Miami. So we need to figure out how we can continue growing here without having to continue getting like more locations in this market specifically, right? Which is building, different specialties and growing in that aspect. Back to like the mental health, hustle and bustle. We live in Miami, right?
Yeah.
And I feel every time we see another patient, that's something that really has been a growing concern for a lot of people. So it's great that we're finally like entering.
Most definitely. I'm excited. Now we're starting also immigration, which hasn't launched yet, but we really do want to help out. Like our people.
We're doing our homework.
And it's on the wall right now. So that is how we do organize. We put it up on the wall and we find protocols and standard operating procedures and do our homework, analysis, research. We talk to
attorneys
people that do this, and we just get their feedback and see what sticks.
Yes, I think that. And that's with anything, now it's immigration. Who knows, we're also venturing into the ortho, pain management, neuro, and we just keep growing. And that's exactly what we do it. We have our vision board, right? I think, in order for you to be able to see something go through, you have to be able to see it physically.
Yeah,
right?
Most definitely.
And we're both big on vision boards.
Right.
We've both been doing it for a long time.
I love it. Do you remember when we first did our first vision board?
I do
And I'm
remember.
so proud of it. I'm like, everything on here has come true.
Yes,
Yay.
yes. I know. I actually, that's my project for the weekend. I took Monday off to do my...
To update
it. I got to do my second half of the year.
I know. Randy's like, update your vision board.
No, he sent me. He's like, babe, it's, this is already done.
I love him for that. He's such a stickler with that.
Yeah.
Like, can he push me around too?
Hey, call him.
No, I need him to call me. All right, Janelle. So for my next question, how can entrepreneurs build a motivated and skilled team?
So, I believe entrepreneurs can build a motivated team by first clearly defining roles, right? Got to clearly define roles. You got to offer training. Again, training is very important. Without the training, it's not really going to be going too far, and repetitive training. Right. And making sure that we offer development opportunities. People want to be able to grow with you. They want to see their vision and your vision. Like, how do they fit into it? So offering development opportunities, and also, making sure that we offer a positive and inclusive work culture, right?
Yeah.
People need to feel like they belong there. Right?
And also being that leader, that you have to show up as that leader. You have to say as you say. Or what's it called?
Walk the talk, right? Or no?
Yeah, something like that.
Off on that.
Yeah.
Sorry,
guys.
Walk the walk, talk the talk.
So you definitely have to show up as her or as him, as the leader.
100%.
And you need to be able to be a really good role model. One of the things that I do remember is from starting this is something so small that I don't know if anybody knows that I started this, which was waking up early, posting it on the chat. And although a lot of people think I'm a little nutty for doing the 4 a.m., 5 a.m., wake up calls. So we started that back in 2017 in WhatsApp, and we didn't even have Slack.
Yep.
And I was waking everybody up at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, and it became like an FMG culture thing. And now people are competing, waking up.
Yes. And then when they get excited too, when they realize like they're the first person entering in the chat. Yeah. Like I saw it the other day, they were like, first one today. Good morning. It's a nice way to start the day, a positive energy starting the day. People feed off of it.
I do love it. And the culture that we've created with that, I do think it's one of the most important skills to have as a leader. A lot of people may not think so. A lot of people may, maybe night owls and whatnot. But I do think waking up early, setting some time apart for yourself, working on you, and then getting those 2 hours in to answer emails and getting your day started gives you such a big
jump start.
Yeah.
100%. Okay. And that's something that you established, because I was one of those like night owls.
Yes, you were. I'm like, why is she emailing me so late? Ew. Yeah, definitely. But whether if you're an early bird or a night owl, I think they're both great as long as you get the hours in.
Yeah, 100%. So one of the things, like, as we're building teams, what are things that you need to see in your leaders? Because you're the head of you're the one that started it all. We do our best to model you, right? Yeah. Because you need to lead by example. So what are some things, Liz, that you, as the CEO of FMG, want to see in your leaders? I
mean, from the start of when I meet someone, I just know if they're FMG material. And yeah, we do have a specific, type of person we like to hire. They need to be goal-oriented. They need to have that drive that just exudes out of them, that when they walk in that door, you feel their energy. I like to, most definitely, hard worker, dedicated. I like them to be inspiring and motivating to others. Yes. And most importantly, which is the, title of this podcast, is Hustle and Heart. You have to have both logic and emotions from that book that we just read. Yes. And a lot of people are like, oh, logic, and it's just business. And I've always told everybody I lead with my heart. Yes, I do have my logical points, but I do feel that you need both in any business, in any household. You just need both at any time to just pick that right choice and just have that right drive. So that is something I look for, that heart and that hustle. It has to be a good balance of both.
I am with you 100%. Somebody with integrity is very important too.
Good one. Just thinking about all the things.
No,
but like, this that person, yeah.
No, but you laid it out. You laid it out exactly how it is. We need to even, I might be a little bit more structured. I didn't want to do it, but yes, that's me.
Yes, that is you. You're my yin to my yang.
But I have learned, through practice, because you have to practice. If it's not something that you're accustomed to, you have to make it into your consciously put it into your daily routines. Is do be more empathetic, do be a little bit more compassionate. That's what, and
I think we bounced that from each other a lot. Like, you've given me that, Liz, no, tighten up. And I'm like, no, but this person, and I can, and the kid. And so I do think that we have balanced each other off really well. So I love that, like I said, that synergy that we both have. It's awesome, because where I don't come in, you're up there, challenging me and just reminding me how to pave the way. So just like I'm your leader, you have been a phenomenal leader to me and a great inspiration. Are you getting watery?
I am. Stop. There's my compassionate side coming out.
You see, that's one thing I don't do. I don't cry.
Yeah. No, I know. I'm a baby.
So you see people, she has a heart.
It's in there.
Somewhere. But most importantly, the hustle is always there. And I think that those are the main qualities that we do look for in a leader.
For sure. 100%.
Another question I have on here is, what are the best practices for maintaining strong relationships with our patients? How do we keep them from coming back to us?
So there is a Maya Angelou quote that everybody in our office knows by memory already, because I say it 1,000 times, is people may not always remember what you tell them, but they're always going to remember how you made them feel, right? And it's in our name, family medical group. Okay. We want our patients to feel like family. So it's making them feel welcomed, not giving them like that, here we go again look, right. Making them feel like they're a part of our community, We also offer customer loyalty programs, right? So on their birthdays, they'll get a gift card and a cute little bag with branded items.
They love those little gift bags. They're so cute. It's a big hit. It's a huge hit. I do get a lot of questions, even from friends or other centers, hey, you guys have such great reviews. Is that, did you guys make them up? Do you guys buy them? What do you do? And I'm like, no, that's legit us. We actually do go above and beyond for every patient. So I tried to explain to them a little bit about what we do, aside from the gift bags that you just mentioned. Yeah. What are some other ways that you think has like given us that edge?
I think it's just having a heart.
Yeah.
Like, let's be honest.
Yeah.
In the medical industry, a lot of times it's a little cutthroat, and people are used to, if they go to like an urgent care, if they go to the emergency room, like, how long are you there with the doctor? Like 2 minutes, they Correct. Walk in and they walk out, and it's very like, you have this, and they walk out, We add that personal touch, We know all our patients' names, We know about what's important to them. If they were here last week and they were telling us about their kids' soccer tournament, we ask them, hey, how did your son do in the soccer tournament?
Yeah, I love that.
It's that little extra personal touch,
Along with the cafecito.
Yes, we do pass around cafecitos, and there's some days that we bring breakfast for the patients, doing little things, little things that matter, those details. It's not doing anything extravagant, it's the little things that make them feel welcome
and even making them feel comfortable, or even things such as how their centers smell. So we have that branded in us, that every center smells a certain way. And believe it or not, that stays with them. And why? It always smells so amazing. And they give me cafecito, and there's snacks there, and they ask me how my kid did in soccer. So these little things, they go a long way. Really and do. I do feel that it gives us that edge. Maybe something small for a lot of people, but I think it's huge for us.
As long as, if you can make that patient smile,
mm-hmm.
God knows that was probably the only time they had something positive go on in their day, and you want to make that impact. Always making a positive impact. That's what we strive for.
Yeah, definitely says it in our name, family, and just being out there in the community. They see us out there in the community as well. They know we do outreaches. They know that we're always volunteering for the less fortunate. And even that in itself, they feel proud to be in a center that is involved with that day-to-day activity within their community.
Mm-hmm. We've been getting more involved in like community health fairs. Each location that we have, regardless of where it is, we've been doing health fairs for the patients where they can come and get like a free blood pressure test or free glucose test. Now we have back to school season coming up, so guys, we might be involved with that too. So keep an eye out.
That is fun. The monthly specials that we have to draw in the people that don't have insurance.
Correct.
Which come to think of that, we have that med plan.
We do.
That we have offering, the health services for a discounted price. So I know that's been a huge hit.
That's been a huge hit. And, I have referred a couple patients for it, and they're very happy that they can have something that reliable, that they know, okay, I pay whatever it is, $39 a month.
Yeah.
Where else can you go?
I was just going to say that. I'm like, where else can you get that done for $39? It's a full service package, and they actually love it. And they're not getting that discounted feel, even though they have the discounted price. So it's not like going to, a freestanding clinic where you're going to have long waits. You're not going to love the attention you get. So here you're having a concierge service at the discounted price. So that's excellent for people that don't have insurance or can't afford it. So we cater to both demographics.
We do, and it's been a great, it's been helping us continue to grow in the community and get more involved, and we'll be expanding. I think I've been trying to get in with like my mother-in-law's church too, to see if we can get in there.
That's amazing.
And
giving back.
We give back in the community.
That'll be amazing. So we'll be at a church near you. I think that's all the time we have left for our episode. Thank you so much, Jannelle, for being my very first guest. This was so much fun. And to our listeners, thank you for tuning in to Liz's Hustle and Heart podcast. I'm looking forward to sharing so much more info with you. Remember to subscribe and stay tuned for more insights and strategies on how to help your business grow. Until next time, keep hustling with heart. That's a wrap. I can't wait to say that.